especially with the patriotic gear. Also, too, follow me on my other platforms. Twitch, please participate and use the $5 challenge to subscribe to the channel. With that being said, we're going to get right into this. Guys, imagine you're going on a stroll with your spouse, and all of a sudden, somebody comes from behind and murders your spouse. Just murder them in cold blood. Well, as time progresses, you're trying to heal. You know, the cops is on the case, uh, seeing you as a grieving widow or widower. They find out that there is a suspect out there. They get the suspect. And then they do further analysis, and the suspect is related to you because you had an excuse me, you've been cheating. I ain't gonna use that word. Cheating on your spouse, right? Well, this is what happened in the case of James Faith, who is the American IT director that was arrested, that was murdered. His wife, which is Jennifer Faith, uh, was dealing with this character named, his last name was Lopez. Anyway, she was dealing with this guy. They was having an emotional affair. So emotional that they were exchanging up to 14,000 text messages within the last year, talking about how she wanted to have her husband murdered, how they could live off in the sunset. Now, Lopez was living in Tennessee. He drove from Tennessee to Dallas to commit the crime. Now, currently, like I said before, the wife, Jennifer Faith, is now being arrested for obstruction of justice. Now, when they say obstruction of justice, that basically means that there was something that could have made them be able to get Lopez beforehand, or something Lopez revealed to them that she knew about him being involved and did not tell the authorities. Now, it still looks bad because the community did everything they could to help this lady out. They did a GoFundMe. I mean, I think she raised like 60 something $1,000 in the GoFundMe. She was with her husband for 15 years. And I think they have a child together, one child together. So this is a devastating situation. To know that you also got to explain to your in-laws and to your child that you obstructed justice for being moved forward in your spouse's death or their dad's death, because I guess you was trying to hide something. Now, this is the kicker going to come in. Now, whatever she's charged with obstruction of justice, I wouldn't be surprised if the prosecution or the prosecutors or investigators in this case try to link her with actually having actual knowledge beforehand of the murder. Now, that's what I would be surprised next. They probably got her on obstruction of justice to keep her in there until they could get that tied to her. A lot of times, that's what a lot of these cops do. They will put you in jail for a misdemeanor or a felony charge to keep you tight, so that way they can really dig into collecting evidence on you without you, interfering in their investigation one way or the other. They do it all the time. Now, I don't know what type of time this lady is looking at in her situation, but if she get charged with murder in the state of Texas, she can forget it. She's a goner. She getting straight either life or death. It ain't no in between. Now, the guy on the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised that her lover is striking up a deal right now with with the prosecution and the actual police department, because they slowly getting information like that. I wouldn't doubt it, because let me tell you something. They both in their 40s, and they got a lot to lose. I think he's in his 50s and she's in her 40s. It's a late 40s. They got a lot to lose here. You know what I'm saying? People, let me tell you, man, people will turn on you for some freedom. if if people can cut them numbers down, or they don't got to go to the death penalty, they go flip, bro. They go flip. And I'm telling you now, this cat is actually probably flipping. He is flipping like Flipper right now, for real, for real. Listen, guys, I got some advice for y'all, and I want y'all married people, men and women, to listen to me. I know some of y'all out there that listen to me are older than me, and some of y'all are probably younger than me. And I want y'all to hear me speak to it clearly. If you're not happy in your marriage or your particular relationship, walk the fuck away. I'm gonna say it again. If you're not happy in your relationship or way it's going, and you feel like there's no way to resolve it, like there's no talking about it, there's no going to counseling or anything like that, you really want out, then walk the fuck away. All right. Are you going to take an L? You probably will. Will you have to start from scratch from the nice life you did have? If you're dealing with someone who was financially holding you up, yeah, you probably is. But at the end of the day, you are free. Okay? Your mind is free. You're not stressed. You're not having to hide. And you can work on you. I think that is the major problem with a lot of these folks in these relationships. They're so scared to get out of it, because in their mind it's like, well, if I get out of it, am I going to be all right? Am I going to make it out here? Y'all got to understand this. You can make it. I promise you. My first marriage, I had that same fear, and this person was treating me like shit. And then I got the strength to just leave, because enough was enough. It wasn't healthy for me, and it sure in the hell wasn't healthy for her. And that's what you guys got to understand when it comes to relationships. You got to be able to walk away. But when you plotting and thieving and well, I'm going to put an insurance policy here, I'm going to do this there. Now look at the situation you're in. Now you're looking at a gang of years. So while y'all in the comment section, tell me what y'all think about this story here. Do y'all think that Miss Jennifer Faith is going to probably get more charges brought against her in her husband's death? Or do you think that possibly that this is the only charge she has to deal with? Or do you think that the police is barking up the wrong tree? I mean, y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think of this situation. Once again, thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to report news for you. If you like this news, go ahead on and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell up top. I will keep y'all posted on this news, on this situation out of Dallas, as much as I can find about it. I probably will report this again on my Joe's Crime Stories channel as well, part of the crime news.